Well, it's time to head out for another adventure. With the fire ban still in Alberta, we decided to head to southern BC where we could at least have a fire. Driving through the Crow's Nest Pass, this is Frank's Slide, and I talked about this many times before in previous videos. However, on the way back from our camping adventure, it was calm enough because it's always usually windy in this area, so I was able to get the drone up just so that you guys, the viewers, can see just how vast the slide is, where the whole side of the mountain came down, buried a town, killed a bunch of people in the process. And you can see in the background there is a building in the background. That is the interpretive center, and that's how far the slide went. I couldn't imagine back in the day being the miners mining coal inside the mountain when the mountain came crashing down, or the people in the town of Frank where they heard a large rumble and then they were wiped off the face of the earth. It's just, to drive through it and to see it is just a huge wow factor. So if you're in the Crow's Nest Pass, check it out. So the spot that we're gonna go was a spot that I'd been a couple years ago, but if you can see in the left side of the screen, it says road closed, pipeline, no access. So we had to turn around. So we turned around, got out of the way for this big truck. I wish I could have known about that, but then we're heading out and we're gonna try to find a new spot. Now we're just going down this trail, hopefully trying to find a place to camp. Never been down here, but trailer is covered in mud. Just trying to find a place where we could. I wonder if that will take us down to the creek. MJ's gonna go check it out. It's easier to get in and out when you don't got a trailer on. See how it looks. It's a little bit dirty. Pulled up to this spot here. Looks like there's some wood. There's a fire pit. The creek is close, which is nice. We would already have some wood for tonight. Oh, there's more wood stashed here. So we might not even have to go scrounging around. There's a cabin here. Must be trapper's cabin, I would assume. So I just came down for a walk just to see if there was anything else to go camping. Set up around here. I'm trying out this all powers 1500 watt. Just plugged in my cooler, says at 55 watts. I have 15 hours and 9 minutes left if I keep drawing 55, 54 watts. So we'll see how it plays out over the weekend. It's finally christened now. Got it dirty. Trying out these new all-power solar panels. Are 100 watts piece. I don't need nothing too big to get on the... I'm drawing 4.5 amps. It's plenty enough throughout the day to get a charge. Nice site. Got some wood. Some wood in the trees. Nice spot to sit with your chair, have a fire, listen to the water, smoke some cigars. We're gonna have some scattered sun showers today. So MJ's rocking her Gazelle 10. That thing's like a palace. Yeah, this is a pretty good score. Got a bunch of wood there. And the wood right there. Plus what's left over there. We'll have enough to last for sure. Look at that view. It's finally nice to get out and do some backcountry camping. We did have to head into BC because Alberta, even though it's been raining a lot, they have not lifted the forest fire ban. So we come about 20 kilometers into the BC border, and then probably 40 kilometers south into the wilderness. And this is where we're set up for the next couple days. Today it's supposed to be a little bit of scattered showers throughout the day, less than a mil, clear up by this evening. Tomorrow it's supposed to be nice, and then the day after, rain is supposed to start settling in. Usually the first thing I like to do when I set up camp is chop some wood. So grab my Fisker splitting axe that I picked up from Cabela's. I got the big Fiskers too, so going to the fire pit here, we do have some wood that's partially burnt. So we're just gonna split these up for kindling for tonight. I always wear a glove, that way if you hit your hand with the axe, it's not gonna hurt. Best axes out on the market for sure. I've had that black one right there for probably a decade now, almost 8 years for sure. Just got this one last year. I got this other one last year as well. I like to bring out. You never have too many tools when you're out camping. You guys notice I brought the gold pan. Now I'm gonna dip the pan in the water here. Now, however, since we're in coal country, everything is probably claimed by the coal mines, so I can't keep anything if I find it. So I can only pan for fun and for shits and giggles, see if there's anything in here, which I highly doubt it because we're in the wrong part of the Rockies in BC. We need to be further west to get gold, but if you want coal, there's coal all over here. Got like little steps that go down to the creek there. Right now they'd be pretty slick. Man, what a view. What a view. Got some kindling set up for later. MJ says it's beer time. I don't even think we even burn through this tonight. I like to ration my wood when I'm out having a fire. Some other people that I go with like to burn everything in sight, so you'll burn through all that in a couple of hours, but I'm more conservative in that sense. And then for tomorrow night, we got these. And if we have to, we brought the chainsaws. We'll find some. This is my happy place to be when I'm out camping, right beside a creek. MJ was bragging about her sunroom she has opened up, that she can open it up and look at the water. Little does she know that when she does that, she's gonna get a big surprise. When she opens up her sunroom, I'm gonna take my shitter there in front of her tent and take a big dump.
That's not the view I want.
So that's the only view she's gonna have. What are your thoughts on that, MJ? This is heaven. So nice to get out for some actual backcountry camping. Have a little snack, got some homemade beef jerky, cigars. The grape ones are for MJ, and then steam whistle pilsner. I put the big solar panel underneath the trailer for now on the map, in case it does rain. But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna bring it out anymore. I got those all power, 100 watts. I think that'll be enough for sure. I don't need any more than 100 watts throughout the day to charge those two batteries. I better throw my air compressor inside the Jeep. Brought the shower. Oh, cheers, everybody. Another fucking beer time. Steam whistle pilsner. MJ's got the caribou. BC beer, just gonna relax. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. No idea what that old fender's off of. Probably some smuggler way back in the day, smuggling liquor during Prohibition or something. Hoping we don't get rained on, but it's looking pretty dark. And I'm finally using that little attachment I mounted on the roof there to get my GoPro charging up. I've had it running on my cooler for a couple hours, 96%. We're doing good. Got a nice spot to come down here to the creek. Some animal tracks. Come down here, put the pan in and see if there's anything, but looking around, I don't see any evidence of quartz in any of the rocks. So that's why I'm assuming that definitely not gonna see any gold in these areas. Actually, there's a little piece of quartz right there. This trail to the cabin has been well used for sure by ATV. Brush pile. It is pretty cool though. Trail just goes, loops around, comes back. Looks like they're all set up for lights and power and stuff. It's an old claim tag, Blue Roy. Flares. it goes. And this probably just goes back out to the road. Oh, back out to the road, it's raining. Oh, I think I'm gonna have a quick nap while it's somewhat kind of raining out. Blue skies that way. We still got some clouds coming over the mountains, but they're not dark, so hopefully in a half hour or so she'll blow over. But I love this spot. Got a break in the rain. MJ loves her gazelle tent, says it doesn't leak. It's gonna make something to eat for dinner. Looks like we're gonna have a pork loin and potato salad and some beer. Just getting a good old barbecue fired up. Cooking while listening to the sounds of the creek. Thought this was a fender, but maybe it's not. I don't know what it is. Old bathtub, maybe? Alright. Put the lid on. See how long it takes. Steam whistle Pilsner. I was having a pretty good nap in the trailer. Had some Netflix on, but MJ informed me that she was hungry. It's time to cook. Somehow I'm always stuck cooking when we're camping. Why is that?
Because you can, I don't know.
She's making up excuses anyways. Motherfucking beer time. The wildlife. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Pork loins coming along nicely. Gonna throw the wood on the Barbie after, just to dry it out to get a fire going. Dinner of champions right there. Next up, bake the wood. Using the old Coleman Dual Fuel 533. Picked it up off Amazon. I don't think you can even get it off Amazon anymore. Gonna get the dishes done. These stainless bowls were in a Kelly Kettle set that I got last year. Totally amazing. It actually even says Kelly Kettle. I'm gonna get the Kelly Kettle out tomorrow to make some tea, because it's like the best thing known to man. And this stove is awesome, because even in the wintertime, unlike propane that fails when it gets cold, that doesn't. Boil some water, get the dishes done, use the excess water to put out the fire later. Dry the wood out so we get a fire going. Pretty impressed. Ran all day, 92%. It's actually really good. Yeah, cooked that moisture out of the wood. Yeah, I think that'll be dry enough. Should have used way smaller kindling, but because it's a little bit on the damp side, I'll see if we can get it to go. Looks like a little bit of burning going on there. Just gotta nurse it. Gonna need to help it along. Looks like a forge. I bought this a few years ago. It's awesome. Even has its own holster. Just relaxing for the night. Cut the wood into smaller pieces because it's so wet. Obviously you could tell. Just watching the sunset. The clouds coming over the mountain. You having fun, MJ?
Yes.
It's MJ's first camping trip of the year. Why don't you come out more? Just tell people because you're weak. You can't handle the cold. No comment?
No comment.
It's only like 9:30, 20 to 10. I'm pretty exhausted. All this fresh air. About 3 hours driving, maybe 3.5. And getting ready to shut her down and get a good night's sleep with some fresh air. Feels so weird going to bed when it's still light out, but it is what it is. Well, that's the end of day one, travel day, fine camp. I was kind of worried that I don't know where we're going to go because the spot we were going to go in, they closed the road because they're doing pipeline. And the spot where I wanted to camp has a pretty steep grade going down and all this mud and stuff. I don't know if we would have been able to make it back up, but I'm glad we found the spot. The spot's pretty cool. Added it to my GPS, so I will get some sleep and I will see you guys in the morning. And I want to thank you guys for watching.